Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tito Clock. So please welcome your host, James Deacon.
You know, you make me want to shout, kick my heels up. Hello, guys. Sorry, I was in the middle of a Tito moment right there, getting a blast from the past because it's a Friday and I'm feeling free, baby. That's right. We got Tito Clock on a Friday afternoon, the best place to possibly insert a Tito Clock because it's happy hour all around the world. Doesn't matter where you are. Everyone's smelling the weekend. You know, people, I guess in the U.S., they got a few more hours to get there. But us, we're right there. We're right on the doorstep at the foyer of the weekend, ready to roll, even though we've been stuck in the pandemic for over a year or so. It still feels great to get to the weekend, right? I don't know why. Maybe it's because of Tito Clock. Probably is. But either way, I'll take it because it just feels good to be with you guys. How are you? Where are you guys? What's going on? What's the story? I love to hear from where you are, where you're listening from. It's always great to get a snapshot of where you guys are so I can get this sort of geographical location in my head. I started a little early, so I might have missed some of the early greetings. Did May Ann, was she up there first? Yes. She was? Okay, just as reliable as the sun. That May Ann. Thank you, May Ann. Who else we got out there? Terry, Pedregosa, we got Ramil. Let's get some music. What do you think? Let's put some music. We'll try, okay? We're evolving here on Tito Clock, which means we were able to fix the machine, the one that normally it kind of broke for a little. Oh, there it is. Ayun. Oh, we got the groove back, baby. That means we should have a good Free Plug Friday today. We should have a good everything today because we got all the equipment working again. Everything's going up and up and up. And also, we've got some great guests today because it is a milestone for the automotive industry, especially for the pickup category, as the all-new Isuzu DMax has just been launched. Now, this is a milestone because these things come around every 10 years or so. I think in the case of Isuzu, it might be even been almost 10 years, I think, since the last one. I'll have to double check with the executives, but this is the life cycle of your average pickup truck around the world. So you can imagine how big a deal it is when they introduce the all-new model with the all-new platform, new engines, new everything. So we're looking forward to that. Plus, we've got, of course, a ton of prizes to give away. We got this beautiful Belkin speaker / wireless charger here. I'm just in love with this thing. I'll tell you why, because it's so simple, right? I mean, it's not rocket science or anything, but it's so simple and so practical because aside from being a wireless charger, it's got the Bluetooth speaker in there. Can you see that in the back? Of course you can, right? I'll raise it a little higher. You see the Bluetooth speaker there. Now, this is awesome, not just because you can listen to music, of course, that's the obvious. You can put this here, and now, look, you're doing video conferencing. You've got a stand, you've got a charger, and you've got a speaker. Mind blown, right? Why didn't anyone else think of that? So anyway, we're giving away a couple of those. Couple, right, X? Two? Yeah, two of those are being given away today. One of those Belkins is being given away, and who knows, the folks in Belkin, if they're tuned in right now, this could be the beginning of something even more beautiful and long-term for you guys. So you can get all your gadgets and wires and batteries and all the stuff that you need for your gadgets from Belkin because they are just an awesome brand. I've been using them for years. Okay, enough of that. Let's go first to the latest in headlines and kick things off. For that, we need Chris. Chris, welcome. What you got there, Chris?
Hey, hello, Tito James. Good afternoon and happy Friday, everybody. As we approach the weekend, I give you today's headline. University of the Philippines, Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, and the University of Santo Tomas, or UST, remained in the latest list of the world's best universities by subject released by the International Higher Education Information Provider, Cocorelli Simmons, or QS. UP again had the most subjects on the list, ranking in 15 out of 51 disciplines. Both Ateneo and La Salle ranked in 4 subjects each. UST still ranked in medicine. Ateneo entered the rankings in modern languages and business management studies, while retaining its rank in English language and literature. LaSalle entered the rankings this year in business and management studies and economics and econometrics, while retaining its rank in linguistics and English language and literature. The rankings were based on four indicators: academic reputation, employer reputation, research citations per paper, and the H index that measures both the productivity and impact of the published work of a scientist or scholar affiliated to the university. New Zealand National Emergency Management Agency reported that New Zealand was struck by a powerful 8.1 magnitude earthquake in the Kermadec Islands region early today, sparking fears of a tsunami. Residents in some areas received emergency alerts on their phones, urging them to evacuate now as tsunami sirens rang out. This afternoon, the agency downgraded its warning to beach and marine threat, meaning all residents who evacuated can now return to their homes. Seismologist Bill Fry said in a press conference that the earthquake came without any significant warning. Fry added in his 13 years responding to earthquakes and tsunamis in New Zealand, this is the first time they've had this particular sequence. Thursday's earthquake was the largest to strike anywhere in the world since August of 2018, when an 8.2 magnitude quake struck much deeper underground, also in the South Pacific near Fiji. Only around one or fewer earthquakes of 8.0 magnitude or greater occur each year. Tokyo Olympic hopeful Marjolin Vidal remained Asia's skateboard queen, as underscored by her winning the Women's Asia Skater of the Year honors in the first Asia Skates Awards Wednesday night. The 2018 Asian and 2019 Southeast Asian Games gold medalist, Vidal is currently ranked 14th out of the top 20 skateboarders who will plunge into action in the Tokyo Games set on July 23 to August 8. The 21-year-old from Cebu also took the Styles for Miles and fastest feat in the East Plums, which won her an extra $300, apart from the $1,500 she is set to receive. Vidal was picked from a 60-woman field from over 20 countries, including another Filipina, Cindy Lou Serna. Vidal has been training in an indoor track in Cebu since March last year under coach Danny Bautista. She was joined by Serna and Mac Feliciano in training last January. LeBron James has joined forces with unlikely teammate Bugs Bunny in the first look of the Los Angeles Lakers star's latest movie, Space Jam 2. LeBron himself posted a first look at the movie on his Instagram that lasted a few seconds but definitely built excitement over the sequel of the original Space Jam. In the movie, LeBron will team up with his Looney Tunes buddies against a virtual team of ballers, so he and his fictional son can return to the real world. LeBron has had previous big screen acting experience, having appeared in the Amy Schumer movie Brainwreck in 2015. Other pro players said to be involved in the film are Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, and Diana Taurasi. Space Jam: A New Legacy is scheduled for release in July. Those were today's headlines. And now to call back Tita James to talk about the much anticipated D-Box.
Let's talk about it.
Are you ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. Let's look at the first photo. We have a kamote spotted somewhere. Wait, let's wait for it. It's a video. So there we go. Let's just look at the motor.
I just posted this. Ayun. Ayun si
There we
Kuya.
go.
Oh my God. That's what you call a kamote corner. You know, I've heard of potato corner. That's kamote corner right there.
Kamote corner.
Look at this. I mean, can you play it again? One more time. X. Yeah. That is just what an idiotic thing to do. My gosh. Really. Sayang. Ay, nako. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What on earth are you thinking, kamote?
Ayun.
You weren't thinking. So that's the result. Nako talaga. So many problems that we have to solve on the road talaga. And anyway, let's go.
Kailangan na ng bakuna, Tito James.
Oh, I've been pushing for that vaccine forever, but apparently, no, kamotes just grow wild, you know?
Wala pa. Hindi pa na-invento eh. Mahirap kasi.
So yeah, deep breaths,
Okay,
deep
next
next up.
next is the one that raises the question, who's at fault? Let's look at the picture.
It's both of them. I'm just saying, I don't even know what we're watching.
Probably,
Both of them. I
possibly.
it's definitely the truck, just
Yeah.
because it's the truck. No, obviously you
Dahil
can't
mas
really.
malaki siya, so yung truck.
Pero really, in all honesty, you can't tell from this photo. Although not to prejudge, it kind of looks like the Mitsubishi is trying to get into a place that's very blind to the truck. I
Mhm.
cannot
Yes.
see the rest of the picture, right? So I can't tell you. Baka mamaya pahiya ako na naman. But I just want to, from here, it just looks like there's just enough space for that
Baka,
Mitsubishi to come in, and there's no
yes.
way on earth that driver will be able to see that. It's just the absolute blind spot. So parang it looked a bit like nagsingit si Mitsubishi.
Yeah, trinay niyang sumingit.
Yeah, but
Kaso
then
hindi
again,
siya nakita.
if we don't know,
Possibly.
possibly,
Possibly. Uh,
allegedly,
allegedly.
it's loaded, Mon. You got it.
Mhm.
Mon says it's a loaded Friday. You bet.
Yes.
All right, what else you got there?
Okay, next up is the Food Panda Pimped Out.
Wow,
And it's
no,
obviously not here. Obviously not here in the Philippines,
oh,
pero
that's
ang
awesome.
cool!
Ang cool. Oh my
'Di
gosh,
ba?
that's yeah. I mean, you can take the Batmobile. I'll take the Pandamobile any day. Look at that. That's awesome. What is that? That's Can-Am. That's a Can-Am. That's super cool. Wow, great advertising for them. Nice plug. Whether
Yes.
it's legit or not, great advertising, great marketing, solid yun. All right, good
Pero sana
vibes.
totoo siya para cool si
Mhm.
kuya.
Oh, no, I think it's true. I'm pretty sure it's probably a marketing thing. It come on, it doesn't look like anyway. It's had the desired effect. That looks like Hong Kong. Am I right?
Yeah, maybe I think so. I haven't
Could be
been
Hong
there
Kong,
in the
Taiwan.
longest time. I
I
don't
can't really believe it. And
the
it's never.
netizens can tell.
Yep. All right. What else you got
All
there? That's
right.
got vibe. More of that,
Yeah,
please.
our last photo is called TRD, also known
TRD.
as
Uy.
Tricycle Racing Development.
we gotta show this to our friends from Toyota. They spend so much money on that program, to elevate the brand, and Tricycle Guy just grabs it and puts it in there. That's really clever.
Nakakaloka.
That's cute. That's nakakaloka. Okay lang yan. Yeah, look, everyone saying blind spot, blind spot, blind spot. Yeah, of
Blind
course.
spot.
It's pretty darn obvious. Of course, we just don't want to be those types of people that just, see one angle and just say, yeah, yeah. But yeah, from this
Yeah.
angle, pretty clear. Boss naman, wag ka namang sumingit dyan. But allegedly,
Uh-oh. We have
allegedly.
yet to know both sides.
Oh. Well, this guy got to know both sides pretty well, I think. He got
Yeah.
scraped up, I think, on trying to
Big
get through.
lesson learned for you.
Mhm. Alrighty. So what else you got?
Yes,
Chris?
that's all we have for today, Tito James. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
thank you
Yes,
too.
yes, yes.
You have
And
yourself.
have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Remember to eat kamote, but don't embody it. Until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, Tito James. Thank you.
Bye, Chris. I love that. Remember, you can eat kamote, but just don't embody it. Yun. Great quote there, Chris. Okay, so that's pretty much the latest in headlines, and we've got, well, as you can see, a lot going on around the world. But for now, we're moving on because we got just such a jam-packed show. We're gonna kind of slip straight in to our Free Plug Friday. Now, just for those who are new to the show, if you've just sort of come across this, basically Free Plug Friday's been going for about a year now, right, X? We should be about a year already. So about 1 year solid. Definitely this month it'll be a year, where we've been just putting this small little program together to just try to help out those who are trying to pivot, and especially those home businesses. It's pretty much open to anyone, but we do tend to sort of lean more towards those who are small businesses to be able to kickstart the economy by giving them some free advertising and stuff like that. So if you do see something that you like over here, do go and support these people, because it really does help the economy move around a bit. It will go a long way. And if you see the joy that it brings these small business owners when they get orders, it's really a sight to behold. It's just so pure, because it's there's nothing better than sort of making that pivot and then seeing it succeed and then seeing being appreciated and stuff. So we're always behind this to support it. If you have a product, just let us know by popping us a message on IG. You can see it scrolling down below. Deaconitis, if you want to be a part of our Free Plug Friday. Now, there are no, of course, guarantees because we do get quite a few submissions, but it's first come, first serve. X, who is right there behind me there, will get all those messages and she will then collate it, and then we will do the videos for you and we will present it to you in a way that's very much like this. And it's called Free Plug Friday. And for that, we need X. X, are you ready, X? Hands up. 3, 2, 1, and...
Hi, Tita James. We actually have a lot in store once again, but before we go there, I just want to say hi to all the Tita Clockers. Welcome to another edition of Free Plug Friday.
Woo-hoo.
All right, feast your eyes on the screen. It's time to get some bread, Tita James.
Woohoo!
All
We
right.
love dough.
We love our dough very much.
Sana all.
Hashtag sana all. All right. Sana all. We have Miray's Kitchen from San Juan City that have sent in some baked goodies such as the ube cheese pandesal, pandan custard pandesal, cheese rolls, Spanish bread, and their dayap cake or the key lime.
Wow.
It's like key lime.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which one did you like among these, Tita James?
You can't go wrong with the ube cheese, right? Can't go wrong with that.
Right.
And then you got that key lime. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
It's
Really,
very
really
interesting.
interesting,
I haven't tried the key lime, the dayap cake, but I actually love the ube cheese pandesal because it had more filling than the average ube cheese pandesals out there in the market. And yes, Tita James, and actually pretty interesting also to try is your pandan custard pandesal. It's like a fusion.
Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah. It sounds like a fusion.
It definitely is a fusion. They even have salted chocolate chips as well. But hope you guys can check it out. Price starts at 99 pesos for 6 pieces of Spanish bread, 220 pesos for a pack of 20 pieces of ube cheese or pandan custard bites, and 260 pesos for a box of 6 cheese rolls. Hope you can check them out. Miray's Kitchen on Facebook and Instagram. Next, we have Chef Hobby PH. Chef Hobby PH started during the lockdown out of passion. And they offer different kinds of homemade dishes, but their specialty is their Singaporean laksa. What did you like about it, Tita James? I saw you having it for lunch.
Good. It was good. Because, this is like the second laksa in a row that I had.
Yes.
Yeah, I just happened to have
one was in the restaurant.
Yes, in a Singaporean restaurant. The one that I normally really go to and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that basis of comparison.
Uh-huh.
And then I tried this. This was even better.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Everything was the timpla, the ingredients, the prawns were nice and thick
Very.
and juicy
actually.
and stuff. And it was just, I really enjoyed it.
Same. I mean, I saw Rock begging while I was taking photos. I think he was kind of interested, even though it's not a good base of comparison.
Nah.
The fact that it got his attention kind of still means something. All right, I actually loved it too. But anyway, guys, hope you can also check it out. Price starts at 300 pesos for a small laksa. And apart from the noodles, it also contains the huge shrimp that Tita James was talking about, fish tofu, egg, lobster balls, and vegetables. And they also have other variants like the chicken laksa and laksa paella.
Hey, that sounds super nice.
Very
gotta
nice.
Try that. I gotta try that.
Try that.
I'm gonna try that for some kind of get together. That is interesting.
Definitely. Guys, hope you can check them out. Chef Hobby on Instagram. Next, we go to Gianetto PH. So speaking of a pandemic-born business, Gianetto PH started last June 2020 and they were only catering to the community in their condominium on Saturday since they started as a two-man team. And now, fast forward to March 2021, they have a curbside pickup store located in Mandaluyong.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. That's
I like
pretty cool.
that. I like that.
And they're actually pretty open most days of the week except on Tuesdays between 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And they sent in their cheese pizza, which is best eaten with honey drizzled on top, and their weekend special, which is what you tried, Tita James.
Yeah. The panitza one was really good. Yeah, and nice and thin. Put some alfalfa in there. But
yes.
It also comes with it anyways. Like a kit. Roll it up and then just pop it in your mouth.
Pop it in your mouth.
Yeah.
I actually love the cheese pizza because it had like a good balance between the ingredients and had enough amount of cheese, and the honey drizzle just made it like it just gave it a little bit of touch. Anyways, I saw Rocket again try. Rocket's always trying to insert himself here,
Rocket
right?
lettuce.
Rocket, and I think he likes to I think Rocket likes the panita.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, price starts at 380 pesos for a 12-inch pizza. Hope you can check them out. Gineto PH on Facebook and Instagram. Last but not least, we're ending Free Plug Friday with happiness from Happy Marcus Designs.
Woo!
So Happy Marcus Designs is an online print shop that started back in 2014.
That was the same year I started.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like solo, when I went my solo career, and he was there.
And he was there, and he actually has a picture. He has a picture of him.
Oh, he does?
Yes,
he does?
he does.
I remember him supporting me from day one with my first shirts.
Wow.
And then 7 years later, he's still supporting and doing a great job with all the work that he does with his print shop.
Exactly. And just a scene in the mug that he just sent over. It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from mugs, they also print anything like shirts, stickers, umbrellas, signages, and are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And like I said, I've been using Happy Marcus Designs for 7 years now. Almost every single piece of merchandise, almost, with the exception of just a few that have been through Happy Marcus.
Awesome, guys. Hope you can also check him out. Happy Marcus Designs on Facebook and Instagram. Well, that's all we have for this week's edition of Free Plug Friday. Stay safe and always sanitize, Tito Clockers. This is X. Peace out. Happy weekend. Bye.
Woo, 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 woo. Good job there, X. All right, that's Free Plug Friday, folks. That is our tiny little contribution to the community, especially those business owners or reluctant business owners that became business owners during a pandemic because they had to pivot. Just like I've had to pivot, not only into this, but I had to sell my soul to TikTok just to put 3 kids through school. We all got to do what we got to do, right? That's what it's all about, It's always about adapting. It's always about just being able to, go with the flow. And the whole point about, like, the whole new currency that I keep talking about, and since the beginning of the pandemic, and it's becoming more and more apparent and clear, is the currency that you're going to need the most going into the new world is the adaptability quotient. You're going to need to build your resilience, your adaptability, how you are able to pivot, how you are able to just go with that flow, because the world is changing so fast. If you do not keep up, you do not evolve, you are going to die. And you could say this about anything, really, from business to life in general, and even to pickup trucks. Yeah, you like that segue, huh? Ooh, that was smooth. You see, even pickup trucks have got to grow up at some point. We're used to them being these fantastic pieces of commercial machinery for us, commercial vehicles, and they've served us reliably for decades and decades and decades, and now a century now. But they become something else, and they had to become something else in order to fulfill the needs of the new market. We want more from our vehicles. We want more from it cannot just be one dimensional anymore. And this is why it takes about 7 to 10 years to introduce a new cycle for a new vehicle. And lo and behold, we are finally able to welcome to our shores the all-new Isuzu DMax. And we have with us our executives from IPC, Isuzu Philippines Corporation, who are joining us here today. Would you please give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I will announce in no particular order. Well, of course, there will be a little bit of an order. Mr. Robert Bobet Carlos. We also have Hajime Koso-san. And last but not least, Oyama-san. Woo! It feels like a game show, huh? Feels like some kind of Family Feud or something like that. Hello, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How are you, James?
Hi, James.
We're doing great over here. We're doing super good. Okay, we've got a lot to cover, so we're going to take this slowly. We'll speak one at a time because we can only do that on this show. Firstly, a big welcome to all of you and a big congratulations. We've got a big milestone for the automotive industry and, of course, for Isuzu Philippines history is the introduction of the all-new Isuzu DMax. Let's start with how long this has taken to get to this point. What's the development that has gone into this DMax? How long we had to wait for this to be prepared for us? Who would like to take the question?
Uh, Hi, James. Yeah. Okay. So to answer your question, first, obviously, the DMAX was launched in Thailand, and then second is in Australia. So these countries are all right-hand drive. So Isuzu's came up with a enough lead time to really studied on introducing on a left-hand drive series, and we are really privileged to be the first country to introduce the left-hand drive vehicle of the DMAX.
That's awesome. So we are the first country. This normally takes about the last DMAX that was launched. The last generation was how many years ago? Just so we have a
That was 2000, that's this 2012, yeah.
2012. See, so 9 years. This is the life cycle of a pickup truck. So many new improvements. We'll be walking through these improvements for everybody in just a little while. But I want to get a few questions out of the way because there's just so much here. Let's bring up Oyama-san, because Oyama-san, we have this. I guess it's a bit slightly controversial, maybe, about the pricing, but I do have to address what you call the elephant in the room. Can you tell us a bit more about the DMAX pricing, especially how you will treat the provisional safeguard?
Thank you, James. The all-new DMAX will have a very attractive introductory price. Can you show the pricing? Yes, thank you very much. As shown on the screen, depends on the variant, we have a very attractive introductory price. We actually did not increase our SRP for LS and LSA variant during this stage. So we encourage our customers to take advantage of this introductory pricing and visit nearest Isuzu dealership.
Okay, okay, sorry, please go on.
Yeah. As for
the safeguard, the provisional safeguard.
Yes. Considering the provisional safeguard duty on this model, our clients are requested to issue deposit of 123,400 inclusive VAT to our dealers, which can be refundable once we receive a favorable result from the ongoing proceedings.
Okay.
We are, however, hoping for the utmost understanding from our customer as the industry is facing a very challenging issue this year because of this.
Thank you very much, Oyama-san. So basically, this is something that was imposed onto you as well, and you're doing your best to be able to relieve the customer of this responsibility. But at the moment, the best they can do is you'll have to put a deposit down, but they will refund it if they get the favorable response that they're looking for. Koso-san, let's bring Koso up onto the screen. I've got a question for you. Is there a possibility, and this is a very sensitive question to the for the Filipinos, you're one of the very few left in the country that's doing assembly here and production of vehicles. Is there a possibility that the DMAX will return production to the Philippines?
Yeah, good question. We are very carefully monitoring the ongoing proceeding with the tariff commission on this issue, like safeguard measure and retaliatory issue toward Thailand tobacco. And if after all these proceedings, there is a formal government decision, then we will take appropriate action and countermeasure.
Okay, so there is a possibility, but you have a few things that you need to get in return as well. You need to get a favorable response as well and work with the government. So you're not saying it's off the table, in other words.
No, at this moment. Yeah.
Very good. So there is a possibility, just a little bit of what you call a little bit of massaging there, and we should be able to get that happening. Okay, we have there's so many different models, right, of the Isuzu DMax. Either you could take this or Bobbitt could take this. Do you plan to release a Boondock edition of the all-new DMax, and if so, when?
James, we are really happy and thankful that the Bundok is well accepted in the Philippine market. It is a one of the sought after limited variant of the DMax, and we love to dress up the all new DMax. But currently, we are not on the drawing board yet to design a new Bundok edition. For now, as it is, the new DMax LSE 4x4, the top of the line, is already very attractive with its bold and smart exterior, and so for 4x4 features. So at this stage, James, we have no plans yet to introduce the Bundok edition. So
Okay. With the Bundok edition, where was that a Philippine-inspired design?
yes. Actually, it was inspired by the Bundok was named actually specific for a mountain from the word itself. So we really come up with a Bundok designed vehicle pickup, which in terms of off-road capability, this can do off-road driving, traversing rivers and mountains. And actually, the last Bundok of the previous generation DMAX, it was inspired by the Mount Apo. If you can see a silhouette of the Bundok Apo on the DMAX Bundok. So it's really for the Philippine pickup user, and enthusiast.
Well, that's nice. So you do get a lot of, I mean, even though this is a global vehicle, the DMAX, you do get a local say in some of the versions that come out. Parang McDonald's, di ba? May Big Mac na global, pero may Burger McDo na local. Is that a fair way?
Yes.
Okay, so
So we
that's
want it to be really tailor fitted to the Philippine market for their needs and wants. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, while I still have you on screen, because I know you're the product specialist as well, and you'll be able to help us out with this. I know it's putting you on the spot. I don't mean to do it, and I know it's a pet hate of a lot of manufacturers. It's like you launch something. I know what goes into launching something, all the work that goes into it, and then you always get a journalist asking about something else, like, how about the MUX? When does the MUX come in? Sorry, but it's the question on everybody's lips too. Not that we're not excited about the DMAX. We are super excited, but we know that these are the underpinnings. This is the base of the MUX. So when can we expect an MUX?
Okay. So the all-new Isuzu MU-X has been launched in Thailand last year, and actually it has gathered much attention in its category in the pickup-based vehicle SUV as one of the most reliable and stylish mid-size SUV in the market. Currently, Thailand is developing the left-hand drive model, same as what I have explained earlier in the case of DMAX. So, able to serve the Philippine market. So, we know a lot of Filipino families have been waiting for the all-new model MU-X. So, we are really working hard to bring the new MU-X to the market as soon as possible. So, let's wait.
Let's wait, because that's a huge segment in the Philippines and in Southeast Asia. That's what you call a 7-seater pickup-based diesel SUV.
Yes.
For obvious reasons, because they're designed, I think, specifically for our roads, and they're tailor-made to the Southeast Asian lifestyle. So I think they just match everything a bit better. The tropical climates, the weather that we have here, the roads, etc. So very, very good. All right. I would like to, if it's okay with you, I'd like to open the floor a little bit for some of our viewers. If they have any questions, we'll take them as well. If you do have any questions, just pop them over and we'll try and read them out. X and Y will be going through them and they'll post them up here. So if you've got one, I'll keep a lookout for them and we'll ask them for you. In the meantime, perhaps we can bring back Koso-san and Oyama-san on the screen. I want to ask you your personal favorite feature of the all-new Isuzu DMax. You can only pick one. Don't get greedy, okay? Just pick one. What's your favorite feature?
Okay. Can I first for me?
You're the president, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. My favorite feature for the all new Isuzu DMax is ADAS.
Oh, the ADAS.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already
Now,
tried the our DMax ADAS?
I did try it, and it was
Mhm.
amazing because ADAS, for those who
Mhm.
are not sure about what we're talking about, is it stands for what? Advanced Driving Assistant System. Is that what it stands for? I just made that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did make it up. I knew that. Then it's got stereo cameras. This is what makes it
Yeah.
unique, right? So
Two
stereo
stereo
camera
camera.
two. So there's four. Okay,
Two.
so you see
Yeah.
the cameras there on the screen. These stereo cameras, what they do is they can read depth, and by able to read depth, you have now a three-dimensional, I guess, information that you can relay back to the car. Where this really helps is things like, for example, we've seen adaptive cruise control. That's always helpful, but that's more of a convenience. Where it comes in really into safety, and I don't know if X or Y have a video of this. I tried this myself. So I was in the car myself and it freaked me out. I sat in it and I was facing a wall. And this has been a problem for some people. They have what you call miss pedal application. And the miss pedal application basically means, oh, here, look at this. Perfect timing. So I'm literally parked up against a wall here, and I'm going to show you the cross traffic alert first. It can read cars coming out of your blind spot. Here we did it with, there's X. We call her a camote here. X is in the back, and she runs across, and it starts alerting me. So it can see on the sides. But where this really does mind-blowing stuff is this. Go up against the wall like this, and when it senses the wall, if you accidentally hit the wrong pedal, all right? We've heard crazy stories like this where people accidentally hit the wrong pedal. They hit the gas instead of the brake. What ends up happening here is the vehicle will retard the power and not feed it any torque. And so you can put your foot in the gas and it won't go anywhere. Well, it will cut the torque out for about 3 or 4 seconds, something like that, just enough time for you to realize that you're not supposed to do this. And then there will be a bunch of warnings. So there'll be a bunch of signs coming up saying miss pedal application or acceleration has been cut out. Wow, that was a very long way of explaining it, but I'm out of breath now. But there you go.
My favorite new feature to the our all
Here.
new DMax.
Okay, watch this. Okay, so I put my foot on the gas. I think the next part of it you'll see. So I'm putting my foot in the gas like this. It's not going anywhere. You see the warning up there on the screen? It's suppressed acceleration. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, so let's ask Oyama-san the same question. Oyama-san, you can only have one favorite feature of the all-new DMax, and you cannot copy Koso-san's. Which one do you choose?
Oh, sorry, my wife passed by behind me.
That's your favorite feature. It's okay. She can be your favorite feature.
Yeah, my favorite is the all exterior appearance.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very handsome face and macho design. So that is my favorite because I'm a man. Like every time I choose girl, I prefer beautiful face with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
body.
I love it.
So appearance is everything for me. That's why I like exterior design appearance.
There's an honest man right there. I appreciate that a lot. And I do also agree with you that the appearance of this is very chunky, very bold, very muscular, very in your face. And I think the new design, especially the way the lights are and the way that they put the fog lights, will take us into the next decade. It'll age well over the next decade. Okay, Bobette, baka you have also a favorite feature you want to share with everybody.
Pwedeng piliin yung ADAS saka exterior.
Hindi na pwede. Hindi na. This is where it gets tough.
Yeah. Actually, personally, I do like the interior. You know, James, I'm in height, I am 5'10", and built is I'm a wider build. So when I get into the interior of the DMax, I really feel like you're riding a passenger car. So all the comfort and convenience, talagang we really invested on the interior of the DMax. So even the seats, you know, they have this energy absorption pads wherein it can lessen the vibration and the noise. So imagine that. And not only that, the interior features also like the entertainment system is really state of the art and something that everyone can really enjoy of. So interior for me.
There you go. I have to say, I love this part here that we're looking on the screen because I think that's one of the better entertainment systems I've seen in new cars today, especially around that price bracket. It features CarPlay, Android Auto, as you can see, and once you have these into your entertainment system, your phone, it becomes an extension of your phone, and I love that. I love how they integrate it. I love how big it is. I love how it's so easy to read and so easy to use. And I also enjoy the fact that, or appreciate the fact that with the whole redesign of the platform, right? It's a brand new platform with complete redesign. You were able to now reduce the amount of leaf springs in the back. Previously, you used to have 5 leaf springs, right? And that's great for carrying capacity, but a little bit harsher for passengers. I mean, it provides a stiffer ride. So there was always a trade-off. But now, with the redesign, you're able to do 3 leaf springs. So it's a softer ride. So the question I want to ask you is, has it come at the expense of payload capacity?
Actually, we have a workhorse and lifestyle models. So the lifestyle models are the LS, LSA, and the LSE. So the payload still the same. And then, fortunately for the workhorse, the LT single cab, so it still gained the payload requirement of at least 1 tons. Yeah. So it's the same. So we did not sacrifice the payload capacity, even though that we reduce the leaf spring number to garner more riding comfort.
Is this anything to do with the reduced weight of the car? You've reduced some weight in some of the materials?
Somewhat, yeah. We provided balance to it, yeah.
Okay. So it's a clever way of sort of getting a little bit of the benefit without getting the trade-off by this complete design. And that's exactly what people do when they redesign models, because like I said, this is 9 years since we've had a refresh, and this is the way car models work. It's anywhere from 7 to 10 years for a new model to come up. And for a pickup, wow, this is a great step forward because this will take us into the next decade as well. All right, let's bring back everybody on screen. And we have a lot of people saying foggy looking DMax. A lot of people are just putting out hearts. They love the car. They love the look. Nice. Mel Cuidas says. And we had some questions here that were coming in about test driving during GCQ. Are you able to still offer test drives for people under these conditions? How would somebody try this out? Koso-san.
Move it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, in as much as we want to, we are still in the pandemic situation. Initially, we're offering them a virtual tour. Okay. So we have our digital and social media is very active, and our online is very active. So we want them to really feel the DMax via online. So that is the initial step. However, for those people who really want to see and test the DMax, we have arrangement to our dealership. Of course, they will need to follow the health and safety protocols that we need to imply for us to be safe always. Yeah. So we are open with the test drive subject to the health and safety requirements.
I guess another way of saying it is it's pretty much, you got to be very serious already about the buying decision. So it's just dependent on that test drive because there will be more requirements than before. So it's not something that, while I'm figuring it out, I'll test drive this, test drive that. Do all your groundwork first online, all the questions that you need answered, all the visuals and everything else. And if you're still your heart is going that way, that's the test drive is just to seal the deal. That's pretty much, it's just to tell you, confirm in your mind, yes, I made the right choice. Okay, sounds great. Look, we've covered a lot of ground here, no pun intended, but we have covered a lot of ground. Is there anything you'd like to leave, any final message you'd love to leave the viewers with? We'll start with Koso-san.
Okay, so we are just launched the all new DMax yesterday, just yesterday. But we get the um, over 300 order already. We got it. We are very
Wow.
happy to say to everybody, thank you very much to trust Isuzu. So if you have to audience, if you have some any question or you would like to make a test drive for our new DMax, please access to our nearest dealer or our homepage. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kosa-san. Oyama-san, would you like to leave any final words for everyone?
Yeah. Thank you, James. I believe this new product can the user can bring user to the new height. So please try our new product in the nearest dealership.
And Bobbit, you have the final word.
Thank you, James. So to all the televiewers, as you can see already, we launched yesterday. We really have studied this new model. We really planned, and still, this new model bears the durability, power, and performance which the DMAX is known for. But now we added innovation and safety features which are really the requirement now on the pickup users. So we would like you to visit our website and social media account to check these latest models, and of course our dealership also nationwide to check out this new model, the all new D-Max, which as mentioned by Oyama-san, that can bring us into new heights. Thank you.
You know, the first family car that I remember buying, not me, but my parents buying in the Philippines was the Isuzu KB80. It was about 1980. And that was our first family car, and a brand new that I remember. And that car served us so well for so many years before we left to Australia. And it's a lot of fond memories in Isuzu, so much so that I just got the all-new D-Max. I got one as well. You didn't know that, did you, Kosa-san? I already got my own D-Max.
In 1980,
No,
Isuzu launched the KB, right?
No, this is the new
40
one.
years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
You got it. Really? Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
This is the new
I
one.
don't have. Yeah.
You don't have? I can sell you mine. I sell this good. I give you a good price. Yeah, we'll talk off air.
Okay.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining the show. Congratulations. A very big milestone for Isuzu Philippines and for pickup lovers all around this country. A legend is not just back, but it's bigger, it's better, and it promises even more than ever before. So check it out at your local Isuzu dealer. We thank you all for joining us. Koso-san, Oyama-san, and Carlos-san. Doesn't sound the same when I say Carlos-san, but Bobbit. Thank you very much to all of you for joining the show. Stay safe.
Thank you, James.
And there are the executives of Isuzu Philippines Corporation. What a great bunch of guys. You know, I hosted the launch yesterday. And, I've worked with so many different Japanese companies, and they're all very, very conservative. Isuzu, this was the most, I guess it was just, everyone was just casual and relaxed. And I guess they're trying to also evolve as well. We weren't just doing fist bumps and elbow bumps in the conference, but we're doing butt bumps as well, because they're just, they get it. They understand their local market and they've adapted to it. And I think the DMax is a great example of what happens when you listen to your core customer. And they've come up with a great product. Just check it out. That's all we're asking you to do. If you're in the market for a pickup truck, of course, just have a quick look. Yes, Kurt, you know what? I was going to put them in a bit of a spot there and say, can you raffle off one of your D-Maxes? But it seemed that Koso-san didn't even have one of his own. So I was like, wow, I got Jahe after a while. He was like after mine. I was like, okay, I can't ask him to raffle another one if he doesn't have one for himself. But you know what we can raffle, right? We do have other ones that we can raffle, and that is... But for that, we need the raffle dog.
Hi, James. We actually have a bonus once again, but
What do you mean? 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 Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay. Okay, Rocket the Raffle Dog. You know what to do, Rocket the Raffle Dog, right? Oh, Rocket. Yeah, you should say sorry because Rocket growled at me when I picked him up. All right, Rocket. I know you're feeling remorseful about growling at me, but you've got a job to do. People are saying, let's go. Look, Ferdinand can't wait anymore, and neither can Ka Diaz. She can't wait anymore. She's like, woohoo, Rachel. All right, Rocket. You know what to do. Rocket, okay, here we go. Press that button. Vroom. You excited? Hi, Rocket. I just. Rickster. You want something more back to your phone? I will. I'm not going to be. Come on, Rocket. All the wireless standing charges. Oh, look at that, Rocket. Look at those winners. Look at those winners, Rocket. Hey. Get a ball. Throw them in your face. There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for joining our raffle. I'm Rocket, the raffle dog, and I am sleepy, obviously. So there you go, Rockets. Thanks, Rocket, for joining us, and thanks for drawing out the prizes. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I wanted to show you some of the prizes so you know what you won. This here is the lumbar support for the Backjoy. This one here, and this one's really cool. I gave one to a friend the other day who does suffer from scoliosis. She's a volleyball player that has been sidelined for a while because of that. And her mom tells me that she loves it. She loves it. She uses it all the time. She took it to the beach. And it's really helped her out. So if it helped her out, it should be able to help people who have similar problems out the same way. And that's our winner from the Backjoy. It's really, really nice. I always keep one in my dining room chair, and not here because these ones are the softer ones, and I spend more time there. So I put it on the hard wood chair, and it gives me that support. Also, this here is the Belkin. That's the speaker, the wireless charging stand with speaker as well. And then there was a power inverter, which I don't have right on me at this moment, but it is great because it will literally turn your 12-volt socket in your car into a 220 volt as well. So we'd like to thank, of course, everyone who has joined us today. We'd like to thank Bridgestone, because without Bridgestone, none of this would get on the road, right? Because we would just, they were there since the very beginning. They've been powering Tito Clock ever since, and we thank them very much for it. It's really allowed us to give you this product, because they've really they've got your back. So thank you very much, Bridgestone, for all of the help, support, and we hope you guys can catch us again for our next Tito Clock, which will be next week, next Friday, same time, same place. Going to be a stack of great prizes as well, and the normal stuff, Free Plug Friday, etc. Don't forget. Again, speaking of Free Plug Friday, it is a first come, first serve, but there are just a couple of little spots left. You might want to grab them quick. If you're listening right now, send a message to Deaconitis on Instagram, and X over there will get them, and she will turn them into a Free Plug Friday for you. And we hope we can help you out in some way, shape, or form. Also, if you don't have a business, but you are going to get stuff anyway, please help by supporting the Free Plug Friday guys, because it really makes a difference, not just financially, but for morale and just overall well-being, the joy that it brings when they are able to pivot and see people appreciate what they do. So I, for one, would love to get behind that. And if you want to join, you know how to do it now. So till then, happy weekend, Tita Clockers. We'll catch you again next Friday. Till then, always sanitize and be kind to one another. Bye for now.
Fancy meeting you in my internet. Couldn't help but notice your smile, while everybody else around us is surfing about. Can we just stop and chat a while? Get away from these gray and boring, lonesome days of our quarantine. Early yet to say what lies ahead. It's just the first day of the rest of our lives. Love could be waiting at the end of this quarantine. Let's stop and talk a while. Let's stop